Hi, I'm Tyler with Stang Guitars. If you live in a harsh winter climate like we do, you've probably asked yourself, how badly am I going to screw up my guitar if I leave it in the car tonight? And if you followed that up with a half-hearted 3 minutes of internet searching before you gave up and went inside, this video is for you. Let's quickly answer that first question in case you're currently standing in a wind-blasted driveway. The rule of thumb is that your guitar should be allowed to warm up in its case for as long as it was cold, up to 24 hours. If you don't do this, the rapid temperature swing that comes from bringing a cold guitar directly into a warm air environment can cause finish checking and cracks. If you think your guitar has warmed enough, slightly crack the case and touch the top of the guitar. If it still feels cool, then it needs more time. During the winter months, we wait a full day at Stang Guitars before we open any new guitars. Stang Guitars is located in frosty Edmonton, Alberta, above the 53rd parallel, where our winters can be bitterly cold with huge temperature swings and nosebleed-inducing dryness. Chances are, if you live in any of these countries, your winters are the same. Extreme temperature changes aren't the only way our particular climate can wreak havoc with your guitar. There's also winter dryness should be no stranger to those living above the 53rd parallel. Chances are you've done some of these things to help add moisture to your home. A lack of humidity can cause real structural damage to a guitar over time. Acoustic guitars are especially susceptible, as are nitrocellulose finishes or nitro finishes, which can check more easily. Polyresin and polyester finishes are less vulnerable to humidity as they generally breathe less than nitro finishes. You'll have to look at the specs on your guitar to determine what exact finishing process was used. Short-term effects of a lack of moisture can include string buzz on the fretboard or an action that is too high or too low, which can usually be resolved by a good professional setup. Sprouted frets along the edge of the fretboard can be resolved by dressing the fret edges. More severe dehumidification will eventually cause structural damage to an instrument, including cracks in the top, back, or sides, braces becoming detached, or the bridge lifting away from the top of the guitar. Severely dry guitars can usually be rehumidified, and the adverse effects can often be repaired by a professional, but it's best not to let them get to that point, if at all possible. You should know that damage from too little or even too much humidity is not covered under manufacturer's warranties. Same goes for finish checking. You can purchase guitar humidifiers such as these, or if you're particularly resourceful, you can even go online and find instructions on how to make your own. If you display your guitars, the environment should be at least 40% humidity. A hygrometer or a more sophisticated household thermometer will measure humidity, and both are available at hardware stores. Try not to display or store your guitars on cold and drafty outer walls, or near registers blowing warm, dry air. Try to also avoid attics, near furnaces or heaters, storage in basements, or even the direct sunlight. Trunks are great for keeping your gear out of sight and locked up, but that metal container can easily become an oven or an icebox depending on the day. Just remember, the moisture and temperature can swing wildly in your trunk, and we know that's not good for your guitar. And that's our video on how to treat your guitars in the frigid winters of the far north. Be sure to check out our website at stangguitars.com. We ship internationally and free within Canada. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date on all our latest products and promotions. Thanks for watching.